My name is Sandy Adamitis, the social media director for the Page International Screenwriting Awards, and your host for the Writers Hangout, a podcast that celebrates the many stages of writing, from inspiration to the first draft, revising, getting a project made, and everything in between. We'll talk to the best and the brightest in the entertainment industry and create a space where you can hang out, learn from the pros, and have fun. Hey writers, it's Sandy. The Writers Hangout is officially back, and we will be bringing you all new episodes. Writers, since we were last together, the WGA, Writers Guild of America, has gone on strike. Let's do a quick review. The WGA stands for the Writers Guild of America. As stated on their website, we are the Writers Guild of America, a labor union composed of thousands of writers who write the content for television shows, movies, news programs, documentaries, animation, and internet and mobile phones that keep audiences constantly entertained and informed. The Writers Guild of America is present on both coasts, WGA West and WGA East. The genesis of the Writers Guild of America can be traced back to a group of 10 angry screenwriters in 1921, when major film studios announced wage deductions for writers. These writers formed the Screenwriters Guild. As members of the WGA, you get access to lots of great benefits and resources, including health insurance, retirement plans, legal assistance, and professional connections. Fun fact, what's the difference between the WGA East and WGA West? If you live east of the Mississippi River at the time you become a member, you're in the WGA East. If you live west of the Mississippi River at the time you become a member, you're in the WGA West. I was also wondering, how many times has the WGA striked? Anybody have a guess out there? Well, they have gone on strike 5 times in the late 20th and early 21st century, including the longest strike in its history, 22 weeks in 1988. So, what are the writers striking for? What are the writers asking for? They're asking for higher pay and streaming residuals, limit on artificial intelligence, use and mandatory staffing levels in writers' rooms. Now, the WGA has proposed that ChatGPT would be allowed to write scripts in the future, provided the credit and the money goes to the human writer who came up with the prompts in the first place. ChatGPT is a language processing tool driven by AI technology that allows you to have human-like conversations and more with the chat box. The language model can answer questions and assist you with tasks such as composing emails, essay, code, and yes, even screenplays. You can say, I would like an outline. You can just type into the Chat GPT, write me an outline about an ant movie. Now, in episode 61 of the Writers Hangout entitled, Can AI Write a Screenplay, with filmmakers John and Matt Furman, we really got into AI in that episode. So if you'd like to go back and get a more in-depth understanding of AI and writing, I highly recommend listening to episode 61. Back to the strike. Now, there is no end in sight, and negotiations between AMPTP, the Association of Motion Picture Producers, and the WGA broke down, I believe, the first day, and they have not restarted. So, writers, are you worried? Is Skynet coming for your dream? Will John Connor save you? Hang on before you answer that question, because we here at the Writers Hangout decided to track down scripts written by AI and see just how good a writer E.T. really is.
AI, AI, oh. Welcome to AI Theater. First up is a AI script of Frasier. Interior. Radio Frasier lives in. Frasier, connoisseur of psychology and reader of book, cranes into the living room and sees Frasier's dad, who is an old chair. Frasier. Father, must you always be? Frasier's dad. Frasier, sit. Have a Seattle. Frasier sits on his dad since he is tired from not having a coffee in over 5 seconds. Daphne, Frasier's live-in British slave, chases Eddie, the dog that married Frasier's dad. Daphne. The canine consumed my green card. Frasier. Cards? Games lack any fun. Fun is being sarcastic and stating facts. Frasier's dad. Quiet, I'm a chair. Sound stops. In Seattle, you must be quiet near chairs. The door opens. In pours Frasier's brother, the Niles River. The Niles River. I'm still professionally divorced. Please pour copious sherry into me. Daphne unmops sherry into Niles, the river she will wed soon. Daphne. In my land of Ing, we drink the queen. Tradition quenches thirst. Frasier. Niles, I'm a mind doctor. You don't need alcohol. You need to leave. Frasier's dad. How are you, sons? I hate smart ideas. I'm simple man. I drink beer and eat beer. And I'm a chair. Frasier and Niles compare vocabularies as Eddie eats Daphne's accent. A note is Freudian slipped under the door. Frasier reads what it claims. Frasier. Tossed salad, scrambled eggs. The magic words turn Frasier into the space needle that defends Seattle from Canada. The episode now begins. AI, AI, oh. Next, it's an AI Christmas. A script entitled Carol's Christmas Carol for Carol, a woman named Carol. Interior home in town where Christmas is strictly enforced. We see Carol, a woman whose hair is all bangs, sitting in her bedroom reading a wreath. Her grandma, an elder being, enters oldly. Grandma. Carol, is it almost Christmas? Will you be single on Christmas? I would not do that. Carol's grandma is never single on Christmas. She is famous for this and has won an award. Carol. The gift of love is never under my tree. Grandma, what occurs if I do not celebrate Christmas this year? Will I be put in holiday jail? Grandma. Yule law. Speak no more crazy. Go to sleep and wake up in a relationship, or I will get even older. Grandma leaves through the grandma door. Carol prays. Carol. Please, Santa Claus, give me boyfriend that becomes man-husband. The prayer travels through the sky to root up the red-nosed rainbow. It travels to the North Poland. We see Santa house. It is all chimney. Inside, Santa nogs a carton of eggs. The prayer enters his beard. Santa. Ho, ho. Carol asks to be unsingled. Is she good enough? Santa checks a big list that lists good names and bad names. Carol is on the good list. Grinch is on the bad list. Santa. Ho, ho. She good. So I help. Elf 27, come here. We see Elf 27 building a toy shoe. It is on fire and horrible. Elf 27 is the most worst elf. He moves to Santa. Santa. Elf 27, I turn you human. You date Carol for Christmas. You come back to here by midnight on Christmas. Elf 27. An elf does what Santa screams. Santa. If you don't return, you turn into 3 ghosts of Christmas. Elf 27. I can't be three. I only have one close. Santa uses magic. Elf 27 now looks like a human man most human women would want to get to know a little. Santa, you are a bad elf. Maybe you will be good human. Maybe no. Get in that. Santa points at a big present box. Elf 27 falls inside. Santa throws the box to Carol's house. This is not magic. This is Santa's strength from his milk addiction. Present box hits Carol's doorbell. She answers door. Carol, it snowed a box? Weather is odd. Elf 27 stands out of the box. Carol sees he is a man. He has teeth. He has shirt. So he is perfect. She falls inside love. Elf 27, Carol, would you like to do dates? They go on 12 dates of Christmas. Ice cream, ice skate, ice museum, and 9 others. Now is Christmas and almost noon o'clock of midnight. Carol and Elf 27 build a snowman in her house. Carol, I have such happy. Please, tell me your name. Elf 27. Human 27. Carol, that is a name. I love you, Human 27. Will you stay with me forever? Elf 27. Yes, but I must leave now forever. Carol, no. If you leave, I will die and my grandma will age. Do not go. Elf 27. Okay, I do not wish to bring death or time. A jingle bell rings, indicating it is midnight. The snowman turns into Santa. He is jolly with anger. Santa, ho, ho, you are bad elf and bad human. Time is up. Carol, our snowman is loud and insane. AI, AI horror movie entitled Horror Movie. An old man cuts the grass by stabbing it with an axe. 4 teens arrive in a car that runs on sex. They exit car. It is spring break. Time for teens to guzzle fluids and die off. Teen 1. Old man, you do not belong. We rent this house for a week of young times. Old man, I am a caretaker. I care. Do not stay in house. Kitchen is a monster. Witch is basement. Beds are ghosts. Sink hates priests. TV is a book. Teen 2. Get buried. You are a waste of age. Teen 2 is the state jerk. His college major is vodka law. Teen 3. Maybe we leave? This place gives me the crepes. Teen 4. Stop acting chicken. Your virginity is making you a bird, as usual. The house door swings open. A little girl comes out orphanly. Teen 2. Your sobriety is not appreciated. Teen 2 throws a can of gin at the little girl. The little girl turns into a Texas chainsaw, but is still orphan. Die, y'all. Houston, Dallas. Teen 3 makes a scream. Teen 4 makes a scream too. The Texas chainsaw cuts off Teen 2's body. His blood says hi to all. Teen 1. No! Teen 2 needs a body to drink. Teen 3 calls 911, but a Frankenstein answers and is upset. Old man. Run into car. Go. I end this. Teen 1 and Teen 2 run into house. Teen 4 runs into chainsaw. Old man. This is not the car. AI, oh.
Bravo, bravo, Terry. Well, writers, what do you think? Is AI up to doing your job? Let us know by sending us an email at thewritershangoutpodcast@gmail.com. Again, thewritershangoutpodcast@gmail.com. We wanted a longer title, but settled on that one. Also, check us out on Instagram at the Writers Hangout Podcast. Last thing, those 3 scripts came from the Instagram account bot_scripts. I'll say it again, bot_scripts. It's a fun Instagram account, and you should give it a follow. That's a wrap for the Writers Hangout. Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed the show, please subscribe, like, and thrive. Till we get to hang out again, keep writing. The world needs your stories. The Writers Hangout is sponsored by the Page International Screenwriting Awards. Executive producer, Kristen O'Verne. Producers, Terry Sampson and Sandy Adamitis. Music by Ethan Stoller.